File security. So password access privileges we can take under file security. Password should not indicate the common name, details, date of birth, and password should be up to date regularly. Password consists of capitals, ciphers, characters, symbols, numbers, which cannot be hacked. And the password should consist of 8 to 12 characters. Do not write password, keep it insecure. And the access privilege means we use the login, user login like that. So different access privileges provide for the different users. Access privileges can be limits according to the authorized person. So the teacher login account has more access privilege than the student login account. So like we can provide the authentication. So authentication refers to the identify each user of the system and associating the executing program with who those users. So who is using this, which section using, like which kind of login that particular person has. Something like if you want to identify, we use the authentication. It is a responsibility of the operating system to create protection system with which ensure that the user who is running a particular program is authentic, whether it is authorized or not. So operating system generally identifies authentic users using the following ways: username and password, and the other option is a user attribute. So username and password needs to refer the registered username and the password with the operating system. So providing the password and username, compare with the database. So if the database consists of same username and password, then allow. For example, think about the your email login. So email login also consists of database including email address and the password. So while you're typing, if you type the incorrect password, then you cannot log in because it is checking through the database, and if it is matching, only allowing you to access the system. So user attributes, fingerprints, eye retina pattern, then signature. So those features are there. User need to pass his or her attribute via the designated input devices used by the operating system in the login system. That means eye retina, the fingerprint, and the signature. Those features can check with the help of the attribute. So we call unique physical characteristics as the fingerprint. අය රෙටිනා mean අර ඇහි තියානේද ඉරි ඉරි තියෙන්නේ මේ කලින් ඉරිකා කියලා අන්න ඒකේ pattern එක. So iRetina, then signature, the way normally signature also scan in digital format and check with that. Then when we consider the password, username and password, so need to enter the registered username and the password with the operating system to log in into the system. Then attributes, the things what we have already discussed. Ne? We did this, therefore no need. Then we will move to the file storage management. Before that, we'll copy this to this one. Yeah, this one. File management later. These two slides we'll discuss. This one and this. Okay, I start writing these two slides. File storage management. So file storage management, that means file control block organization, file space allocation, fragmentation, FAT, NTFS. These file storing methods we are using with the help of operating system. So operating system provide the file storage management. So these are the method how management technique which using in the operating system to store the data in a hard disk. So first one is a file control block. So file control block is an internal file system structure this in this operating system for accessing files in a disk. So FCB contains information about the drive name, file type, and other information that requires by the system when a file is accessed or created. So when the file is created, allowing also to access it. So the file operating system maintains the following combination about the file created date, capacity of the file, type of the file, and grant, granted password. So username, password also provided. So that is a basic way how the file saves. So information will provide about the files, but when you go to the file block base allocation, data store as a contiguous block. That mean in a block-based organization, physical record sequence of bits usually containing some whole number of records having a maximum length of the block size. So block size is normally stored data buffer and read or write whole block at a time. So saving as a block by block, you can that program is divided into equal blocks, equal block sizes, equal size uh, parts. So that means entire program divided into small units. Those units are equal. So we call that block as the way of the file is saved. So blocking reduces overhead and speed up the handling of the data stream. So if everything is divided into small blocks, then easy to handle, then speed up. So for example, block-based organization drivers, rotating media, floppy disks, hard disks, optical disks. So actually block means small unit, small sections that for example, entire program divided in small section. පුංචි පුංචි කෑලි වලට කඩලා තියෙනවා. එක size හැමෝම එක size. Each and every block is equal. So normally it look like a sectors. The sector එක data store කරනවා. පුංචි block වලට කඩලා තියෙනවා. ඒතර ඔන්න ඔය blocks ටික adjacent වුණාම තමයි contiguous allocation කියලා කියන්නේ අපි ඉස්සරහට. The block base mean smaller unit of block is used to store one by one within a that means using one by one blocks are used to store. So each and every block contains file, section of a file. Then if you want to save the entire file, we have to use the several blocks. Then I'm jumping into the fourth one because after that we will take link allocation and the index allocation. Uh, uh, First, we'll discuss about the fragment, defragment, disk cleanup, and the calculation. Before that, we'll copy these two. මොටික ලියලා ඊට පස්සේ අපි fourth එක ගමු fragmentation defragmentation. මම skip කරනවා මේ කියන්නේ ගොඩක් deep යනවා මේ තුන්වෙනි හතරවෙනි එක. ඒ කියන්නේ මෙතන deep යන නිසා මේ ටික ඉවර කරලා මොකද මේකේ knowledge එක ඕනේ ඉතුරු ටික කරන්න. ඒ කියන්නේ fragmentation knowledge එක ඕනේ. දැන් we have already done it. We did this one, then fragmentation we have to do first. With the help of idea of the fragmentation, we have to handle the file allocations. Okay, so therefore we'll finish copying this one, then block-based organization. After we'll start the fragmentation. Okay, start copying this.